afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'd like to get the program started. If you could please take your seats.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Don't make me sing God Bless America, because that's going to clear the room. So at this point, I'm yelling into the microphone because my boss, the Honorable Mayor Dean Esposito, politely asked you to be quiet. Hi, everyone. My name is Susan Tamanio. I am the Director of Elderly Services for the City of Danbury. I've been here for about 20 years, and this is the largest crowd we've had in the building in 2 years, and I'm so very thankful for it. When I was approached by Jeff, where are you? Chief, I gotta call him Chief, he was a fire chief for many years, as well as Lee Teicholz, where I don't know where Lee is, about nominating some veterans for the Hometown Heroes banner program. Well, first I got really nervous and just didn't know who to choose. And then I just decided anyone who has served in the military we know is a hero. Anyone who has served in the military is a hero. But today we're going to be presenting Hometown Heroes banners to Andy Perrone, Paul Trudell, and we are also honoring the memory of the late Gene Bailey, and his wife Marietta is here along with their son and the rest of their family. So I didn't nominate these folks because I knew them when they were in the service. I didn't nominate them because I knew what they did in the service. I nominated them because, one, Gene Bailey came up to me when I was first here at the Senior Center and said, you have to do something to honor veterans every year. He was insistent about it. And we did, and we called it Honoring Our Veterans. We did it every year. Gene was always like, you gotta do this, and we brought in memorabilia. We had people speaking, including my late father, who was a Korean War veteran. And I am happy to say that after a 2-year hiatus on November 9th, we will be bringing that event back again to honor the rest of you. Also, when I think of Andy Perrone, I think of a senior who has aged well. And if Andy is not swimming, he is showing his work over at the Danbury Library. He is dancing a rumba with me here at our dances. He is just a shining example, and I wanted him to be recognized. Are you 105? Oh, I'm sorry, that's Marietta. She's 100. Marietta is actually 100. And quite honestly, I could not run the Senior Center without Paul Trudell. He's here every morning, all the time. I have begged him to be part of the staff. He refuses to be part of the staff, and so I'm getting away with not paying him much at all. Couldn't do without him. I need to give a shout out to Sikorsky Credit Union, which I'm sure you guys are, but Savings Bank of Danbury, who have supported these banners. I'm going to let you get the elected officials. I want to thank Kevin Berlin, who's playing the music, my DJ, Old Man Rhythm, and okay, yeah, that's my guy there on the video. That's Bruce Cullen, Dream Images, Real Life Motion Pictures. This better be pro bono, dude. So, all right, so I'm going to let you introduce the elected officials. The only person that I am going to introduce is my boss, Mayor Dean Esposito.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Susan. And I just want to say what a great job you do down here at the Senior Center for the city of Danbury and all those seniors that come each and every day to see your beautiful face and your guidance and your dancing abilities. So thank you so much. Today's a special day for me to be here. It's a day that we get to honor some more veterans, right? Paul, Andy, we're so proud of you for what you've done in your lives as far as your veteran career and just being Danburyans. You're outstanding people, and the Bailey family as well. The honor to Gene for what he has done in the past and bringing safety and pride to this country. I just want to thank you all very, very much. The banner program is outstanding. You know, Lee Ty Schultz and Chief Henry.
I've been called worse.
Chief Harold Hendry, no, Chief Harold, you've been doing an outstanding job with that. Just to take a little bit of the honor and put it out there throughout the city to give the Danbury residents an idea of what those individuals and their family went through to keep us safe and give us the rights that we have every single day and the freedoms that we have. So I'd like to give them all a round of applause if we could. You know, I'm going to start off with one of the most special people out there, someone that's done such a great job. Danny Hayes, our Veterans Affairs. When it comes to veteran issues and it's veteran support, Danny's there every single day, working night and day to get that support to them and help get them what they need. From the oldest veteran out there to the newest veteran that we have. And unfortunately, we have a lot of new ones lately, right? So I just want to thank you, Danny. There are other members out there. Senator Kushner's here today. State Representative Ken Gucker is here as well. We have a couple of Board of Ed members, Rachel Chaleski, Michelle Coelho. Michelle. And it's my honor to introduce some of the council members that are here today because they support me. We work hard for the city and try to get the best possible solutions we can for the city. Our council members, Farley Santos, Richard Molinaro, and I don't see any others. If there are, please raise your hand. Well, that's rare. But again, I just want to thank you all so very much for being here. Again, today's a special day. We have a Danbury native, someone that was born and raised here pretty much, someone that's put his efforts into the city as a volunteer. He was a city councilman as well, a representative of this community who's been stepped up to Commissioner of Veterans Affairs, which is outstanding for the city of Danbury and the state of Connecticut. And I want to introduce him right now. It's Tom Sadi.
Thank you, Mayor Esposito, for all that you do and carrying on the great legacy in Danbury, supporting our veterans and our veterans service organizations. Sue, you do an amazing job here. Thank you for not only just what you do here, but the outreach of this center and the dynamic approach to supporting our seniors across Greater Danbury. As commissioner, I have the honor of leading an agency with the mission of serving those who served. Those are 4 simple words, but behind them is an amazing legacy of nearly 2.5 centuries of men and women serving in our armed forces since the opening days of the Revolutionary War, when Massachusetts militiamen faced down British regulars at Musket Point at Lexington and Concord. And since then, brave men and women, whether they volunteered or were drafted, have stepped up, taken that oath, not only to protect and defend this nation, but literally to help free millions of people across the globe. We are so lucky to have with us today a veteran who not only served in World War II, but also the Korean War. Andy Perrone and his comrades, 14 million men and women who served then, and unfortunately only about 500,000 are left with us in this country. Andy, you stand as an example of that generation which lived through a Great Depression, fought World War II to free Asia, Europe, Africa, and the Pacific from the tyranny of dictatorship of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan, and then on to Korea. And Korea was a victory because today South Korea stands as a shining example of democracy in a region that is stricken with dictatorships and tyranny. North Korea is dark and desolate, and the South is prosperous because of you and your comrades. I want to take this opportunity, Andy. You probably received this in 1945 or 46, but I want to ceremoniously present it to you again, the World War II Victory Medal. Mr. Trudell, man who stepped up, served our country in Vietnam at a time of divisiveness and division, when you and your comrades, men and women, were returning home not to thank yous, not to parades, but to insults and attacks. Unfortunately, what the American people, the public and the politicians didn't appreciate, that we now appreciate because of you and your service and those of your comrades, is that no matter our feelings, whether we support or don't support a conflict overseas, we must always come together, support our service members, our veterans, and their families. You stepped up at a time of that divisiveness. No matter your personal politics or others, you took the oath because you answered to that higher calling, you and your comrades, that of duty, honor, and country. Mr. Trudell, I want to present to you the Connecticut Wartime Service Medal. And to the Bailey family, family members serve with their veterans when they are in uniform and when they come home. Whether they are struggling with visible or invisible wounds of war, whether they are prosperous or struggling personally, whatever it is, so many family members here have stood by your veterans, and you serve with them. I want to present on behalf of the Senior Center these flowers to Ms. Bailey, as well as my challenge coin for excellence in service to our veterans.
Oh, I'm jumping in the shot.
And one last. He doesn't know this is coming, but there's someone started this program, although not a veteran, has stood up as a father of a veteran, and he and others have come together to not only put this program together, but so many others. From the State of Connecticut Department of Veterans Affairs, Certificate of Appreciation presented to Lee M. Teicholz. Lee, if you would please come up here. In recognition of years of dedicated service to the veterans of Danbury, you and your late wife, Mary, were true partners in making our community a better place with programs such as the annual Walk of Honor and Warrior Ward, the Veterans Walkway of Honor, and the Danbury War Memorial, and the Danbury Hometown Heroes Banner Program, to name a few. Mary's spirit lives on through the positive impact of your community works together. Thank you for all that you have done and continue to do for our veterans. My final thanks to all the veterans in this room for your service, no matter your branch, whether you serve domestically or abroad, in peacetime or in war. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for your service in protecting this nation and allowing me to raise my kids here in this country and in this great city. Thank you.
Okay, I can't really follow that. I'm just going to ask Lee to come up. I know he had prepared a few words. And then we're going to have this big reveal of the banners, which is probably going to be a little comedy relief. But Lee, please do come up. Please work. I got it.
Welcome, and thank you for attending today's ceremony recognizing the Danbury Senior Center's honorees for the Danbury Hometown Heroes Banner Program. Jean-Paul Trudel, who served in Vietnam, Jean Bailey, who served in World War II, and Andrew Perron, who served in World War II and Korea, all lived through times that many would say were best forgotten. But because they were soldiers trained and hardened, we must be forever grateful for their bravery and dedicated service to our country. When I first introduced the Hometown Heroes Banner Program in 2021, never could I imagine the stories I would hear. I heard stories of heroism in battle, when landing on Normandy Beach and the beaches of Iwo Jima, and while fighting in Korea and Vietnam. I can only imagine the sheer terror that they must have experienced. Sometimes it would bring tears to my eyes listening to the many stories, but it did make me very proud to be an American. When I approached Director Susan Tomenio of the Senior Center, she told me she would be honored to participate in the Banner Program, and I want to thank her for doing so. Programs such as the Hometown Heroes Banner Program are so important to communities like Danbury, so that we may never forget the brave men and women who have served and those serving our nation today. I would also like to thank the Savings Bank of Danbury and the Sikorsky Credit Union for providing the funding for the banners. So in closing, to our honorees and their family members, I want to thank you for your service to our country, and may God bless the United States of America.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Lee. That was awesome. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to call Senator Kushner to the podium and State Representative Glucker.
Thank you, Mayor Esposito. This is such a great honor to be here because all three of these individuals deserve all of our accolades, all of our praise. I've been fortunate to know two of the honorees, and of course, I was so privileged to honor Marietta just recently at her 100th birthday, which was amazing. Congratulations again on your birthday. So on behalf of myself and the state delegation, we do have citations and a memoriam. And with Representative Gucker, I will read the memoriam. In memoriam, be it hereby known to all, the Connecticut General Assembly extends its sincerest condolences and expressions of sympathy to the family and friends of Jean Bailey. On the passing of Jean Bailey, who was an active member of the Danbury Senior Center and started the Veterans Day program and the wood carving program. He was also a member of the Disabled American Veterans and AARP number 1847. His devotion to his wife, Marietta Molinaro Bailey, of a little over 61 years, was a demonstration of love and commitment to family. His passing in 2008 was a great loss to all, but his service will not be forgotten. And this was introduced by myself, Senator Julie Kushner, and Representatives David R. Conti, Bob Godfrey, Stephen C. Harding, Raheb Ali Brennan, Patrick Callahan, Ken Gucker, on the 20th day of September, signed by the President of the Senate, Martin Looney, Speaker of the House, Matt Ritter, and Secretary of the State. So congratulations and thank you. I'll hold that one. And for you, Andy, we were so fortunate to get to recognize you recently at the World War II Veterans Memorial. And it was a wonderful ceremony, a little hotter that day than it is today. But from the State of Connecticut General Assembly, this is an official citation introduced by myself and the delegation. Be it hereby known to all that the Connecticut General Assembly offers its sincerest congratulations to Andy Perrone in recognition of a lifetime of commitment to service. Andy dedicated his life to serving when enlisted in the U.S. Military at the young age of 17 and served in both World War II and the Korean War. Andy still finds ways to support and serve his community as he has become an instrumental asset to the Danbury Senior Center, where he can be found sharing his love of painting every Tuesday, I'm told. And we should note that your paintings have also been displayed at the public library. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success. Congratulations. We can take it after this. And finally,
That's gravity.
to the person that I feel like I am closest to and know best, because JP, you are everywhere all the time. Every month I see you at the VFW breakfast. I see you at City Hall. I see you here at the center. Everywhere. I don't know anybody who has as much energy as John Paul Trudeau. So again, from the state of Connecticut, introduced by myself and the delegation, be it hereby known to all, the Connecticut General Assembly offers its sincerest congratulations to Jean Paul Trudeau in recognition of your outstanding volunteer work in our community. From your youthful days serving our country in the military to many productive years in the printing industry, your hard work and service has been constant. Now in retirement, every day is devoted to helping others at the Senior Center, in Veterans Affairs, and Community and Political Affairs. You are truly amazing. The entire membership extends its very best wishes on this memorable occasion and expresses the hope for continued success. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you all for participating.
So I have to take the middle ones out first. Yes. Don't do the end yet. Okay. So can you hang on to that? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You ready, Danny? On 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh my God! Steve is crooked.
you.